She's on a mission to give children with disabilities a hands-on, fair experience. Good afternoon to you on the Rural Radio Network. I'm Bryce Duskett reporting. Today we are joined by Allison Walbrecht. She is the founder and president of Unified Showing, a group that allows youth with disabilities to pair up with a buddy who helps them care for and show sheep at a county fair. They actually have one of their shows today at the Lancaster County Super Fair, and she's kind enough to join us here on the Rural Radio Network. Allison, give me some background about Unified Showing. What is this group all about?
Yeah, so Unified Showing is a program dedicated to empowering youth with disabilities through learning about and showing livestock. I grew up showing cattle my entire life, fell in love with it, and really wanted to pass something on to a community that I was passionate about and that I knew, might have lacked the opportunity to be involved in agriculture the same way I was. So we've grown into 4 counties now. It's our biggest year yet, as our 5th year, and we're excited to finish out our last county fair today and then be able to continue growing into next year.
Let's go back up to how you start this process each year and some of the people involved, how this all comes together.
Yeah, so this year we were actually really, really grateful. Our leadership team was gracious enough to say that they would take over the program this year so that I could have my internship out west. So they were in charge of practices day to day. So we started in winter and said, okay, how are we going to make this work? And they put their heads down and got to work and made it all happen. We found showmen who have been involved in the program the entire time, a couple years already, and then showmen who are brand new to our program. And then we found our buddies who were, again, gracious enough to be a part of it again and give these kids the opportunity to be involved in something. And we've each week had them out for practices and worked with these lambs and are really excited to be able to showcase all the hard work that everyone's put in this summer.
You mentioned that they are showing lambs. How did you pick the animal when you first started this some 5 years ago, Allison?
Yeah, so I picked lambs just due to the fact that they were a smaller animal than beef cattle like I grew up showing. I had a couple friends who grew up showing lambs, so they could have helped me. That was really nice to have support from the community in that way. And then just the fact that they could be led on halters and things like that just for pure safety of some of our showmen. Some of our showmen could definitely show other livestock animals, but as of right now, we're just sticking to lambs.
Those showmen, of course, the youth with disabilities. You've done this over the past 5 years now, as I referenced. How have you gone about finding these youngsters that are interested in showing livestock and giving them the confidence that this is, in fact, something they can do?
Yeah, so our first year, we started with 3 showmen, and they are the love of my life. It's so amazing that they continue to be in the program each and every year. And the first way I found them was really just they found me on social media and found that I was having this program, and I'm grateful that they took a chance on a 15-year-old who was starting a program with no past experience and said we want to be a part of it. And then every year we've grown more and more just through word of mouth, through people hearing about us and seeing the work that we're trying to accomplish. And we've been really grateful that it's had the impact that it's had, and want to continue to see what we can do.
Where are you at today with Unified Showing? How have you seen the growth?
Yeah, so, from the first 3 original showmen, now we have close to 50 involved in the program. Just sheer numbers, it's been really amazing to get to meet so many amazing families, both on the showman side and the buddy side, and get connected with them and grow close to them each and every year, but then also to see our showmen grow into showmanship abilities as well as herdsmanship abilities as they continue to work each and every summer has been incredible. To be able to watch them fall in love with agriculture and an industry that I love so much has been like nothing I've ever seen before.
Share with me maybe a success story. As somebody finds the confidence to be able to do this, they have their experience at the county fair, something that they didn't really have before that opportunity. What are some of the things you've been able to see in these people?
Yeah. So I have 2 for you, actually. So the first year, it was actually our first practice we ever had for Unified Showing. And I remember I was freshly 16 and was, 20 minutes before practice started. And I was like, I don't want to do this. This is crazy. Who believed in me to be able to do this? And was about to call it off and say, we can't do it. And I remember Josh came running down the hill and was just so excited to see his lamb and sat in the pen and played with his lamb forever. And that was the thing that gave me the confidence to keep doing it each and every year. And Josh has been one of the kids who every year is the most so excited to see his lamb and just, soaking up every single ounce of it and, isn't taking any of it for granted. And then another success story is, oh gosh, there's so many. There's so many. I think just the fact we have one boy, DJ, and he has two buddies that are with him. And the way that those three have been best friends since the first year they got involved 3 years ago now has been incredible to watch. They hang out outside of the program. They go to the zoo together. And you can watch that when they're in a show ring together. You can watch how much they love each other and how hard they work to make sure, that DJ's having the best time, but then also that they are showing at the highest level they can. And to see how each and every year he's grown and gotten better and gotten more excited to come to practice, that's nothing that I'm doing. That's something that these buddies are doing. They're volunteering their time for the sole benefit of somebody bigger than them. And these buddies are so young, and to see how amazing they are and how sweet they are and how much they care is incredible to watch. And it's incredible to say that I'm a part of it and get a front row seat to it each and every year.
To that note, why do you continue to do this?
Yeah, it's definitely long mornings and late nights, but I think the reason you keep doing it is because every time where you're sitting there and you're saying, I'm tired, I want to go to bed, I don't want to do this, I don't want to wake up and have an early practice or, go walk lambs or feed lambs, you're reminded of the fact that that's something that you get to take for granted. And then, the kids come and you watch them and they're so excited to open the gate. They're so excited to feed lambs. They're so excited to walk lambs. And it's something that you grew up with. And so you're thinking, why is this so exciting? But it's something that they didn't get the opportunity to be a part of, and they now do and want to be involved as much as possible. And to see the kids just fall in love with their lambs and to watch their lambs fall in love with them is incredible. And to see them each and every practice and each and every year come back just stronger and stronger, and it makes your heart so happy. And you honestly, there's no way you can give it up once you start seeing the love everybody has for the program. You can't ever give it up. You can't walk away. Congratulations,
Allison, on what you've built here over the past 5 years, expanding Unified Showing from 3 people in one county to now 4 counties, and seems like the momentum continues to grow each and every year. If people have an interest in learning more about what you're doing, perhaps want to get involved to some degree in the future, how can they go about getting in touch with you or watching you online?
Yeah, so the Lancaster County Fair today will actually have a live stream of our show, so I would highly recommend getting to watch that. It's a great show. Not just our exhibitors, but all the exhibitors who worked so hard in the county. And then we also have Instagram and Facebook, Unified Showing, and would love to be able to just have everybody come and talk to us on that, as well as we have our Gmail, Unified Showing Leadership at gmail.com. And feel free to just reach out to us. We'd love to be able to talk to everyone.
Allison Walbrecht, the founder and president of Unified Showing, our guest here on the Rural Radio Network. Again, they have their final show of the year taking place at the Lancaster Event Center today. From inside the Nebraska Soybean Board Studio, brought to you by Nebraska soybean farmers and their checkoff, you're listening to the Rural Radio Network.